Hello everyone, welcome back to WCBN Sports Radio, here live streaming on YouTube. I'm your host tonight, David Kramer, and I'm here with Charlie Goodwin here at Yost Ice Arena, where the Michigan Wolverines are taking on the Penn State Nittany Lions for the 16th game of the season. Some high expectations for the Wolverines tonight, coming into pretty big game. It's a Big Ten game. The Penn State Lions are ranked number 6. The Wolverines are unranked currently and are 1-6-1 in their Big Ten play this year, hoping to perhaps change the narrative and look for some more wins this season, especially against conference opponents.
The Wolverines definitely have not met their expectations this year. Their first Big Ten win just coming last game against Wisconsin. Let's see if they can build on that energy.
Martin with the puck on the dump in to the right side of your radio if you're looking at it right now, and the Nittany Lions come the other way, looking on the left. Big pass by the Lions. Bell has it now, and overturned on the right side. Lambert. Will Lockwood in the slot with the shot, goes just wide of the net, and the Wolverines keep the puck in the zone. Martin on the blue line passes it to York. York with the wrist shot from the far right, from the far side of the ice, and it's dumped away, and that will be an icing for the Lions.
Like I was saying before, Michigan just got their first Big Ten win of the season last game against Wisconsin by a score of 3-1. Let's see if the Wolverines are able to build on this energy tonight against this very highly ranked Penn State team.
Yeah, we're hoping for that as well. Hayhurst on the far circle wins the draw. Wolverines win the draw, but it's immediately turned over. Carried by Bell on the far side of the ice, dumped in. Number 7, puck goes behind the net, was picked up by Blankenberg, who passes it to his defensive partner, Luce. Big hit by Moyle on Evan Barrett of the Nittany Lions, but Lambert comes out with the puck, or Hayhurst, excuse me. Shot that's blocked by the Lions, and it's covered by their netminder tonight. Peyton Jones, a senior, 6'4" from Langhorne, Pennsylvania. It's a career save percentage of .905 and 2.9 goals against.
Honestly, those aren't great numbers. I feel like the Wolverines should be able to definitely put in a goal or two tonight against a goalie of that stature. Yeah,
the Wolverines have been struggling with offense in their pretty much this whole season. That's been one of their biggest problems. On the other side of the ice, though, Strauss-Mann has really carved out a pretty successful sophomore season, especially after last season. He's really improved and taken the reins of the Wolverines' goaltending situation and really helped establish some good peace of mind back there. There will be a draw on the far circle. Postajov wins it. York carries the puck at the blue line, dumps it back behind the goal, and it's a turnover. Talavidi passes it up to Sturshine on the Nittany Lions. Have possession in the far side on the Wolverines' defensive zone, but it's turned over. Nick Postajov picks up the puck and dumps it over. An attempted pass to Granowitz, but it's turned over, and there's going to be a face-off in the center of the ice.
As you were saying about Strauss-Mann, the Wolverines' hardships this year really are not his fault at all. I mean, they're losing close games, by scores of 3-2, 2-1. With final scores like that, he's really doing his job. They just can't seem to put the puck in the net.
18 minutes and 41 seconds left in the first period. The shots are 2-0 with the Wolverines having 2 of the shots. Face-off won by the Wolverines in center ice. Pearson passes it to Lockwood with the tip-in, and they skate to prevent the icing. Lambert passes the puck to Slaker on the far right side of the ice, but there's no one there to meet him. Folks, the Lion, picks it up, and it's carried into the Wolverine zone. A shot by Holtz, number 2, and it is covered by Strauss-Mann. A shot from the blue line, to be more precise. Now, for those at home listening or watching the YouTube stream, the Wolverines right now on the left side of the ice, and the Nittany Lions are on the right side. And we are here on the left side in the Wolverines' defensive zone. There's going to be a face-off on the near side. The Wolverines have their first line out there: Lambert, Slaker, and Will Lockwood, the captain. Lambert wins the draw. Unfortunately, it's picked up by the Nittany Lions, and Slaker on the far side of the ice. Slaker tries to dump it out, and there's a shot by the Nittany Lions. Paul to Naples. There's a big hit on the ice. Will Lockwood picks up the puck. It might be a tripping call. So far, the refs haven't decided that. The puck is behind the Penn State goal line. Will Lockwood with some good board play, the near side of the ice. Beecher with the pass back to the blue line. A shot by Blankenberg, but it goes wide. And it's picked up in the neutral zone by Luce. With the nice tip in by Slaker as both teams look for a line change. Puck is held by number 7, Bell. Passes it back up to number 2, Holt. And Holt passes it back to Bell, but it's picked up by Martin on the near side, left side of the ice in the Wolverines' defensive zone. Van Wy now has it, skating in front of his own net. McEachern strips Van Wy of the puck, and the puck rolls behind the Wolverines' net. Martin to Ciccolini. Ciccolini to Morgan. Morgan on the near side of the ice. Tries to skate around Bell with a nice hip check. And that's going to be a penalty, likely for interference. The children of Yost are taunting now as number 7, Evan Bell, Jr. from here, Livonia, Michigan. That will be the Wolverines on a power play. 17 minutes, 5 seconds left. Wolverines have 2 shots. Penn State has 1 here at Yost Ice Arena, and that will be the first power play of the game. Wolverines have their power play unit out there. Michael, the younger of the 2 Passajaw brothers. Summers, Hayhurst, and Nick as well. Wolverines need 1 more player before this all gets started. Will Lockwood's going to be joining this first power play unit. And there will be a face-off in the near side circle.
It's a good opportunity for the Wolverines to score an early goal here and set the tone. Let's see what they can do.
Face-off won by the Wolverines. Summers now at the blue line, carries the puck, looks to pass it to captain Will Lockwood. Lockwood with a nice pass through the slot, but it's tipped by the Nittany Lions. Summers almost turns it over, but the puck was rolling on his stick now. The Wolverines, a pretty bad pass by Will Lockwood, but it's picked up by Hayhurst. Hayhurst with the attempted shot, but it's blocked. Now, Nick Pasajov has the puck behind his own net, passed it to his brother, behind the Nittany Lions net, and it is picked up by the Penn State defense, and it's dumped in. Now, both teams look for a line change. Strauss-Mann passes the puck to one of his teammates. It's carried through the neutral zone by York. Passes his blue line, dumps it back to Hayhurst. Now Blankenberg goes over the Penn State blue line, carried by York at this near blue line. Attempted shot by Johnny Beecher, and it's covered by Jones.
Good passing by the Wolverines on the power play so far. For a team like the Wolverines, where they're just kind of sluggish right now, you want to see them playing with energy, and so far they've been pretty good on that front tonight.
Yes, they seem to have come out on the right way at the beginning of this game. This power play, they're going to look for an early goal. York now at the blue line, pass to Slaker, but it's too hot. Now it's picked up by Penn State, and Will Lockwood now in the slot with a shot that goes just wide of Jones. And it goes over. Now McEachern carries it through the neutral zone. A shot by the Penn State Nittany Lions, and Strauss-Mann gloves it. Nice shot. Wrist shot from just around the blue line. Definitely don't want any of those defensive zone face-offs, especially during a power play. So Wolverines looked their passes were not very crisp during this power play. There's 40 seconds left in the power play, 15 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the first period. Shots are 2-2. York mishandles the puck. Now on the far side of the ice, Blankenberg's there to help him out. Slaker now back to York. York goes through his slot, goes through the neutral zone, passes his blue line. Nice pass to Johnny Beecher on the far right side of the ice. Slaker with the nifty spin move. Pass to Will Lockwood. Slaker in the slot with the shot that goes just wide. Now Blankenberg's here to pick it up on the near side of the ice. Pass on the blue line. York now carries it to the far side on the blue line as well. Beecher behind the net. Little tip, but it's dumped away by the Penn State defense. Strauss-Mann now has the puck behind his own net on the left side if you're looking at the radio. Pass it to Luke Martin, who skates through the neutral zone, passes both blue lines, and dumps it in with a wrist shot from the blue line, gloved by Jones.
The Wolverines weren't able to net one there, but not a bad power play per se. I thought they passed pretty well, set themselves up well, maybe 2 or 3 times, just couldn't get a great opportunity. I liked what I saw on that last one.
Yes, I think with the exception of their imprecise passing, they definitely had some good shots, especially Will Lockwood with the shot from the circle, and also Johnny Beecher, who is leading Michigan in points right now with 8 points. The second highest score is the other freshman, Cam York, and in fact, both of those freshmen were drafted in the first round this year. Johnny Beecher was drafted by the Boston Bruins, 30th overall, and Cam York was drafted this year by the Philadelphia Flyers, 14th overall. So those freshmen are really putting in the work and helping out their team win, even in this less successful season for the Wolverines.
Yeah, definitely a lot of young talent on this team. Who knows if they'll be able to retain it, but if they are, they have a lot to look forward to.
Yes, hopefully not another Quinn Hughes situation. Going to hope to see these players stay at Michigan as long as possible and give them the best chance of winning a national championship. Face-off in the far side in the Penn State defensive zone, won by Van Wy. The puck is held now by Smirnov. There's little action on the boards. A ref blow a whistle. There might be a penalty.
I didn't see anything specific.
We're looking to see what's happening. Waiting to have a decision from the refs. In fact, it's going to be a Penn State power play. Nolan Moyle for holding. Not a great look, Wolverines. Second line right wing, Nolan Moyle is serving 2 minutes. And this is Penn State's first power play. 14 minutes, 50 seconds left in the first period.
That's just an undisciplined penalty. You
Yes.
can't do that.
Face-off won by Penn State. Biro now. Wrist shot from the blue line. Steerchin to Holtz. Holtz to Susi. Susi on the far side boards. Now pass to Bell. Biro, number 10. Now back to Holtz, and a shot by Susi, number 14. Nice one-timer, held by a Strauss man on a great save. He knew exactly where that puck was. That was a nice passing play by the Penn State offense, and they're already looking more confident in the offensive zone. Face-off won again by Penn State. Now Biro at the blue line with the wrist shot, and a pass to Susi with a neat spin move pass, but went straight through the blue zone. But the puck now goes out into the crowd, and
I'd like to see Michigan get it out of the zone here.
yeah, both teams will be
30 seconds on the power play, and it's been all Penn State so far in the Michigan zone.
Yes, Wolverines looking fairly sluggish. There's going to be a face-off here on the near side boards in the red dot on the left side of your radio. Face-off won by the Wolverines. Now Martin has it on the near side boards. Ices the puck. Held by Jones. Now gives it to Phillips. Carries it from behind his net. Looks to make a breakout. Passes his blue line. Skates through the neutral zone. Now Cam York there at the end boards to meet another Penn State player. Cam York behind his own net. And a great dump in where Wolverines might have a breakaway here, and there's a great shot, and the Wolverines score. Penn State was on the power play. 13 minutes, 50 seconds in the first period. A great goal. Let's see who that gets credited to. Van Wy and Morgan had a great short-handed opportunity, and so if you're looking at the replay, Van Wy stripped the puck from Phillips on Penn State and gave Morgan a great goal.
That was absolutely wonderful. Great clear and then great hustle to get out in front of that puck before the Penn State defenders can get back.
We'll give some well-deserved credit to Cam York playing some good, solid defense and dumping and trying to ice the puck. Penn State will remain on the power play, but that was a great, great chance. A lot of credit goes to Van Wy and Cam York as well. Biro now carries the puck. Needs stick move in the blue line. Pass it to Smirnov. And now the puck is held by, that is Sturshine, excuse me. Holtz now at the blue line with the wrist shot. Almost gets tipped by Sturshine. Penn State now, 32 seconds left in their power play. Smirnov, number 25, and a shot again by Susi that goes straight through the blue paint. Smirnov on the near side boards with the wrist shot trying to get a tip. Susi, pass to Biro. A great save by Strauss-Mann, but it may have been blocked. The puck is still in play. Holtz now passes it to Susi. 12 seconds left in the power play, but the puck goes out, and they're going to have to reorganize. 5 seconds left in the power play. The Wolverines are playing some very aggressive defense, and it's been successful as they kill off the penalty. And that'll be an icing. Believe not. Apologize for that. Loose now holds the puck behind his net, left side. Loose looking for a breakout pass. Stick handles a little bit, now skates up the far side boards. Pass across the ice to Blankenberg. Blankenberg a tip to Michael Pasajov, and the puck on the right side in the Penn State zone. And a big hit by Michael Pasajov, but the puck goes out of the zone, and it returns back for Strauss-Mann to settle it for Loose. Loose now, some offensive pressure. Pass Blankenberg to Michael Pasajov. Granowitz as well holds the puck. Nifty little move on the Michael Pasajov with an opportunity on the near side circle, and another attempted shot. The Nittany Lions defense has looked pretty porous so far.
Yeah, this Wolverines team actually looks like they did a complete 180 in the past 2 minutes, playing with new life, energy, and tenacity.
Certainly.
Here's also a little fun fact for you. The Wolverines scored a shorthanded goal in the last game too, which was also their first Big Ten win of the season. So
perhaps a trend. We won't jinx anything, but we like to see some great
maybe they could become
two-way play.
Maybe
here
they
with
could
the
become
Wolverines.
the king of the shorthanded goal.
Perhaps. Well, we'd hope that they wouldn't be giving up penalties in the first place.
Yeah, that too. But it's not a terrible thing to be good at.
No. Face-off now, Raby. Raby against Pavlchev. It's won by Raby to Pearson at the blue line, but it's too hot for him. It's to dump it in and try again. They're going to have to retouch to prevent offsides. Ciccolini, some good defense on the Penn State. Phillips now with the pass. Nice pass by picked up by Tavelty in the near side boards, and a shot in the slot by Pavlchev, but it gets tipped. Beecher now on the far side. A little move. A toe drag as he dumps the puck in, and both teams make a switch. Cam York on the far side. Nice pass to Will Lockwood. Will Lockwood looks to pass. He takes a shot instead and covered up by Jones.
Wolverines look really quick. They look like they're not wasting any time switching from defense to offense.
Yes, after their pretty slow power play, it seems like they've woken up. And for those just tuning in, we are here at Yost Ice Arena. There's 11 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. The shots are 5-3, Michigan, Penn State, respectively. Face-off is won by the Wolverines, but a bunch of players tumbling around. And the Penn State might have a breakaway, but Folks is covered up and smothered by Martin. Barrett now on the near side boards. Turned over, picked up by Lambert. Picked up by number 3, DeNaples, and dumped in. Strauss-Mann now holds behind his net on the left side. Pass on the near side boards. Will Lockwood to Lambert. Lambert to Slaker with a nice breakout pass. Cam York. Slaker again. Cam York at the far side circle. Pass it to Will Lockwood. Goes behind the net. Gretzky's office. Shot by Luke Martin in the slot just between the two circles. Great play by these Wolverines. Will Lockwood, Cam York, everyone's chipping in the offense. Lockwood again at the blue line. The big hit by the Penn State defense, but loose now with the shot. It gets blocked. Van Wy with another shot. Goes just wide the net. Blankenberg on the near side boards. Van Wy gets hit behind the Penn State net, and it's going to be a power play for the Wolverines.
I mean, this is just some good hockey. Like, they're passing the puck.
I think so, too.
They're making opportunities. Like, I know a lot of people say, hockey you can win by scoring these cheap little goals, but this is just flat out good hockey.
Yeah, Wolverines looking great. It'll be their second power play of the night as Malari goes to the penalty box for, I believe that was a roughing call. Let's just double check. Yep. A really nasty hit. Wasn't necessary, especially in his own defensive zone. Game's getting a little chippy, wouldn't you say?
I don't think it's quite there yet, but I think it has the narrative to go that way. Highly ranked Penn State coming in against Michigan.
Yeah.
And it is a Big Ten rivalry.
It's a Big Ten rivalry for sure. Wolverines' second power play of the night, and we're looking for them to get another goal here. Both Pasta brothers, now Johnny Beecher, Summers, and Lambert are here on the ice. And the face-off, Beecher. Here on the right side, on the far circle, won by Beecher, picked up by Michael Pastujov, but it's tipped away by Phillips. Summers now at his own blue line, and Michael Pastujov with a neat move, and Nick is double-teamed. Nick Pastujov. Summers now at the blue line, looks to make a shot, but there's none there. Lambert to Summers. Summers at the blue line. Michael now on the near circle. Michael Pastujov's wrist shot by Summers. It gets blocked by Penn State number 20 Travelty and dumped away and iced by the Nittany Lions. Summers now skates through his defensive end and passes it to Nick Pastujov. Pastujov to Beecher. Beecher on the far side, on the right side, far side, goes behind the net. Lambert now to Summers at the blue line. Summers passes it to Michael Pastujov in the slot, and Johnny Beecher, and a great doorstep pass, but it's blocked by Jones. A great left pad save. He stuffs Nick Pastujov. 1 minute left in the power play. Michigan has 8 shots. Penn State only has 3. York now behind his net looks to start some action. Skates through the neutral zone. Dump pass to Slaker. Slaker to Lockwood. Lockwood to Blankenberg, but it's tipped away by Cole Holtz of Penn State. York again on the far side of the ice. Again, another pass to Slaker. Slaker now skates through the neutral zone, and this second power play unit isn't really getting it done. Penn State defense has really woken up and been a great defensive pressure in the neutral zone. York now to Blankenberg. Blankenberg to Lockwood. Skates through the center ice, and Lockwood at the power move, but he's skating too fast. Blankenberg misses the puck. 10 seconds left in the power play. 8 minutes left in the period. It's picked up by Pearson. Pearson skates on the near side. Looks to make a pass. He's hit by Phillips. Nolan Moyle. A huge open ice hit by Van Wy on Phillips. Pearson now pass it to Van Wy at the blue line. They skate through the Penn State zone. Nolan Moyle putting some offensive pressure on. Pearson at the red line. Pass to Van Wy. Great pass to Nolan Moyle. Takes a shot, looking to make a tip pass, potentially, and loose as a wrist shot from the far side, top of the circle. It's smothered by Jones, the netminder.
I really can't get over the passing. It's phenomenal.
Yes.
We haven't seen this out of them the entire season.
We certainly have not. The Wolverines' passing play has been exceptional this evening here at the Yost Ice Arena.
They're really squeezing it into little holes that, I mean, you have to have absolute precision to get it in there. And Penn State goaltender Jones is making some great saves, but Wolverines have had 2 or 3. They could have 2 or 3 right now.
Yeah. Without the 7 saves so far made by Jones, Penn State wouldn't be in this game. Johnny Beecher has made some great passing plays. Those were 2 doorstep passes that were almost goals. And if it wasn't for some excellent goaltending by Penn State's Jones, it might be a different story. 7 minutes and 42 seconds left here in the first period at Yost Ice Arena. Wolverines lead by 1 goal. Score is 1-0. Shots are 8-3. And there will be a face-off in the far right circle in Penn State's end. And Hail to the Victor is played by the wonderful Michigan Hockey Band. The fourth line will be out there for the Wolverines. They played some great hockey so far. Van Wy, Raby, and Jacob Hayhurst on defense. Cam York and Luke Martin. Face-off is Van Wy against Nate Susie. It's won by Van Wy, picked up by Raby, top side of the circle, and a pass, attempted stuff by Nolan Moyle, but there's nothing there. A great shot by Raby in the near circle in the slot, and it's tipped away by Bell. And that'll be an offsides on Penn State. Refs are now organizing and discussing, trying to determine where the offsides will be. And it won't be an offsides, maybe it'll be a face-off in the left side, Michigan's end, top circle, far side. Penn State now, Susie against Van Wy. Susie, one of their best players for Penn State's hockey team. Face-off is won by the Penn State. Malari at the blue line now. Looks to take a shot. It's a wrist shot. Gets tipped away by Raby and out into the netting.
I'm waiting for this Penn State team to wake up. It's no secret that they're a very dangerous team, ranked number 6
number 6 in the nation.
Yeah. They could
their leading scorer is Nate Susie, their second-line center, who's 21 points compared to Johnny Beecher with a little
14.
Bit less, 8 points.
8? I thought it was 14.
Nope. Nolan Moyle now carries the puck in Penn State's end. He's the only Michigan player there as they're changing. It's picked up now by Penn State. Malari now with some speed. Skates through the neutral zone, dumps it in. Penn State makes a change. Summers now. Summers to Beecher. Beecher on the far side goes across the blue line with some speed. Looks to make a power move. A shot on Jones. And it might have gone in. It didn't. But there's a little chatter in front of the net. Some Michigan players. Beecher's one of the more gritty players, I'd say, on this Michigan hockey team. And he's a...
They could use some of that.
Yeah,
right
they
now.
definitely could. This is a smaller team. Johnny Beecher's no small guy. 6'3". Drafted by the Bruins, no doubt. They like their rough and tough players. Beecher wins the face-off. Summers now at the blue line with the wrist shot. He hopes to get tipped by Ciccolini, but it goes just wide. Puck is dumped and picked up still, collected by Morgan. Morgan to Ciccolini. Ciccolini now attempted pass to Beecher, but he's not there. Now Pavlchev tips it in. Puck hits the net, and that will be a face-off in the center ice.
That's one of the stronger tips I've seen, all the way from center ice to out of play.
Yes, the big Russian, Nikita Pavlchev, 6'8", from Yaroslavl, Russia. And for those of you listening who are familiar with the St. Louis Blues, that's where Tarasenko's from. The big Russian. They make him big over there, and he's definitely the biggest player on this ice. You can see it, especially against a somewhat small Michigan team. Puck now carried by number 9. Pass it to Barrett for the Penn State Nittany Lions, and a attempted pass. A shot now by Folks. It's blocked. Some great defensive play by Blankenberg. And Penn State's putting on the pressure. There's some shoving and some pushing
now
behind
the chippiness is
Straussman's
really
net.
starting to settle in.
Barrett's one of the more aggressive players on Penn State, along with Limoges as well. Alex from Winchester, Virginia.
This is starting to definitely get a rivalry game feel to it.
It definitely is, and I think Michigan has really risen to the occasion against a really strong Penn State team. As I mentioned earlier, their leading scorer is not 21 points. And their leading point scorer, their leading goal scorer, Sternshine, is 9 goals. And he's on the third line. Face-off in the Michigan defensive end, the near side of the ice. Pavlchev versus Nick Pasajov, waiting for the ref to drop the puck. 6 minutes left here in the first period. Shots are 9-5. Michigan is 9. Penn State is 5. Face-off won by the Wolverines. Cam York now on the near side of the ice. Pass to Granowitz, but it's intercepted by Phillips. Phillips now dumps it back into his own end, and the puck remains carried by Phillips through the neutral zone. He makes a nice skill move on the far side. He makes a strong wrist shot against Strauss-Mann, but he kicks it aside. Granowitz now, it's turned over, and some good defensive play by Luke Martin to get the puck out of his defensive end. Phillips passes it to Snell. Snell dumps the puck in, and Penn State makes a change. Michael Pashov now. Nice move. Pass it to Luke Martin. And Luke Martin to Will Lockwood, the captain, but it's picked up a little too hot to carry. He brings it back into his own end. Luke Martin now. Back to Lockwood, right in front of Strauss-Mann, far side of the ice. Nice skill move, and he turns it over to Limoges in the near circle, but Luke Martin's there to save the day, and it was almost a goal. He had a really great shooting opportunity. The puck now is in Penn State's end. Millari to Barrett. Barrett now to Snell, to Bell, and Bell to Barrett. Barrett tips it with his hand. Could have been an icing, but it's waved off. Pearson now for the Wolverines. Pass it to Will Lockwood near side of the ice. Lockwood, great pass to Summers. Summers to Slaker, and Slaker takes a shot from the near side, from the far circle, and it's picked up by Jones. 4 minutes, 30 seconds left. 10 shots for Michigan, 6 for Penn State. The score is 1-0, Michigan.
Here's something that's pretty interesting. Michigan is averaging 31.5 shots on goal per game this season, which is good for 12th in the nation. But the team's 505 total shots on goal are 4th most in the country. So they don't have a problem getting the puck towards the net.
It's just getting the puck in the net, right? Yeah. Maybe they're getting they aren't getting the lucky bounces that they need, but tonight it's a different case. Wolverines are playing really well in front of their netminder, Strauss-Mann, the sophomore. Put aside all 6 shots by Penn State. Just to get everyone more familiar with this Penn State team, their home record is 8-3-0, and they're also pretty good on the road, 3-1-0. This is a pretty deep team, and they have some pretty good prospects as well. Their first-line center, Evan Barrett, being drafted by my hometown team, the Chicago Blackhawks. Nikita Pavlichev, that big Russian I was talking about earlier, drafted by the Penguins, and 2 more on the offense. Another Russian, Denis Smirnov, for the Avalanche, and Arni Tavalti, a Finnish player drafted by the New Jersey Devils. Face-off in the Penn State defensive end, won by the Wolverines. Blankenberg dumps it in, and now it's turned over to Grattan. Grattan for the Penn State Nittany Lions carries the puck in and dumps it into the Wolverine zone. Loose now to Hayhurst, and a shot from the blue line by Holt, and now Hayhurst picks it up, and DeNaples is there to meet him, but the puck is picked up by McKeenan, and McKeenan dumps it in. Big hit on Loose by Grattan, one of the stronger players on that Penn State team, and the Wolverines try and get the puck out of their defensive end. Loose to Hayhurst, and the puck drifts past Jones, and is picked up by Phillips, defenseman for Penn State, who dumps it in. Hits the far side boards, and Smirnov is there to meet him. A little too much puff on that pass, so as the Wolverines skate the other way. Nolan Moe on a pass to Van Wyn, a diving save made by Jones, who says no right on the doorstep. A wonderful passing play by Nolan Moyle. That third line is generating some great offense. Nolan Moyle with a nice passing play to go-ahead pass to Van Wyn from the near circle, and he tips it in, but Jones says no. There will be a face-off in the Penn State defensive end on the far side. If you're at home watching or looking at the broadcast on the radio, on the right side of the screen, a shot by Van Wyn now gets tipped aside. Tavalti goes the other way with it. A shot by Sturshine, tipped aside by Strauss-Mann with the stick, and Michael Pasa passed it to his brother Nick Pasajov, but it's tipped away by Sturshine, leading goal scorer for the Penn State Nittany Lions. Granowitz meets him at the blue line. Pearson now picks up his own blue line, but it's tipped aside as Sturshine playing some good defense. Michael Pascha passes it to Granowitz now, but he gets nervous. And now Lambert dumps the puck in. Susi through the neutral zone, carries it through, now into the Wolverines' end. Tips it past Strauss, behind Strauss-Mann. Now Holt at the blue line again. And the Wolverines are receiving a lot of pressure in these last 2 minutes and 30 seconds by Penn State. A terrible turnover by the Wolverines, and Holtz gets a great shot from the near circle, but it's blockered aside by Strauss-Mann, and he's screened by Smirnov, and another shot from the blue line by Holtz on the near side, but it's put aside, but it's covered by Strauss-Mann. Shots are 12. Michigan has 12 shots. Penn State has 10 shots. The score is 1-0 with 2 minutes 15 seconds left in this hockey game.
Really great hockey so far. Kind of a power struggle in the beginning of the period. Then Michigan dominated the second third of this period, and now Penn State's putting the pressure on with 2 minutes and 15 seconds.
Yes, they certainly are. There's a face-off won by Penn State in the Wolverines' defensive end on the near side. Limoges now a pass to Folks in the slot. He shoots it, but it's blocked aside. Attempted pass or dump of the puck by Luce is grabbed out of the air by DeNaples, and another shot by Limoges. Now Folks carries it. Little passing play. Holtz to Limoges, who dumps it behind the net, and DeNaples now with the shot. Limoges tries a power move, but in the slot, Nolan Mole picks it up. Van Wy putting some pressure on. The puck is still in Michigan's defensive end. Blankenberg on the far side boards to Van Wy. Van Wy now to Raby, and Raby turns it over to Folks. Folks now, there's a little fight going on. Evan Barrett on Blankenberg, who's there with the ref. And there's going to be a power play for the Wolverines, potentially. Some roughing. In fact, it might be a 4-on-4 play with Blankenberg and Limoges for both of the. Excuse me, Barrett. I apologize for Penn State, not Limoges. Barrett, Evan Barrett for the Penn State Nittany Lions. And Blankenberg both be penalized.
That's a very confusing play.
2 minutes for waiting to hear for unsportsmanlike conduct, and there'll be some 4-on-4 hockey with this 1 minute and 30 seconds
Barrett
remaining.
Refused to let Blankenberg get up, but it also looks like once Blankenberg gave him the final shove, that's when the ref decided to penalize both of them. But I don't think Blankenberg did anything wrong.
I disagree with that call as well. Evan Barrett, the bigger player, kind of punishing the 5'9" Nick Blankenberg in his own defensive zone on the far left side. But alas, 4-on-4 hockey it is. The speedy Sternshine, the leading goal scorer for Penn State, dumps the puck in, and Morgan now behind his own net for the Wolverines. 1 minute and 11 seconds left in the first period. Morgan on the near side, skates past both blue lines on the near side circle, and a nice shot by Morgan. It's picked up by Sternshine. Sternshine passes it to Phillips, who skates through the neutral zone. And Strauss-Mann picks up the puck with his stick and passes it to Cam York. York, number 4 for the Wolverines, passes it to Martin, his defensive partner, number 2. Evan Martin on the near side boards. And he looks to pass it, but no one's there for it. Susi now on the far side, and Cam York meet together. Cam York gets the puck, and Morgan on the far side of the ice passes it, but no one's there. Holtz now for Penn State passes it to Biro. Biro on the near side in the near side circle looks to make a pass, and Holtz skates behind the Wolverines net, and he's there with Pearson and Ciccolini, or Beecher, not Ciccolini. And now Will Lockwood and Smirnov skate back behind Jones's net, and there's 10 seconds left here in the first period. Pearson at his blue line passes it to his partner Summers. Summers now looking to kill off these 3 seconds left here in the first period. Beecher now carries the puck, and the Wolverines have finished this period 1-0. And the shots, 13 for Michigan, 11 for Penn State. There's 30 seconds left in The double penalties for unsportsmanlike conduct here. There have been 5 penalties in this game so far, 2 for Michigan, 3 for Penn State. They are both they have not scored on either power play, and Wolverines have won 16 faceoffs, and the Penn State Nittany Lions have won 10. We will be right back with you at the beginning of the second period, and thanks for everyone listening. This is WCBN Sports live here at Yost Ice Arena for the Michigan Wolverines facing off against the number 6 Penn State Nittany Lions. Thanks again. Welcome back, folks. We're here at the Yost Ice Arena. I'm David Kramer, joined by
Amir Bektis.
Thanks, Amir. I'll be doing the play-by-play, and Amir will be doing the color commentary here for the second period. For those just tuning in, the Wolverines lead Penn State University 1-0. Wolverines have 13 shots on goal, and Penn State has 11. It's been a great hockey game so far. Penn State being ranked 6 overall in the NCAA has really been a surprise to see these Wolverines come out with such force. And we're looking here at WCBN, we're looking forward to a great second period and remainder of this hockey game. Some really electric offense displayed by the Wolverines and showing some of the potential that was expected of them early on in this season. What do you think so far, Amir?
It's a kind of shocking scoreline, really, and the Wolverines, to be honest, should be up at least 3-0. They got that early goal against Penn State on a 2v1 on the power play kill, which is also shocking. So it was a great first period by the Wolverines. Now, with Penn State being as good as they are and being ranked 6th in the country, I don't expect that same game type of play in the second period. I think they're going to come out here ready to play, trying to get one back against these Wolverines. It'll be interesting to see.
I think so, too. The Wolverines are really going to have to keep up some of their offensive play from the first period and I hope to generate a lot of scoring chances they had going forward. Strauss-Mann is in net here in Ann Arbor for the Wolverines, and his counterpart, Peyton Jones, a 6'4 senior from Langham, Pennsylvania. Both goalies have really played well this season, but we here at WCBN much prefer the play of Strauss-Mann. I think the consensus is he's a great goalie, and as a sophomore already, he's really taken the starting goaltender position away from any other potential opponents and solidified himself and this team as a really strong defense-first program.
Yeah, Strauss-Mann's really stepped up into that. He's really stepped up into his play right there. Kind of just having a good season so far. Not so great the past few games, but he's coming up big tonight.
Yes, I think the offense really needs to help him out. Strauss-Mann has been great this whole season. I'm a really huge proponent of his play, and now I think he's probably had a couple squeakers go by him this season, but for the most part, he is a top 10 goalie, and you've seen that with his play. Center ice faceoff won by Van Wyn, picked up by Hayhurst, who skates on the far side of the ice with some speed and goes behind the net. Jones on the left side now, the Penn State goalie, and in their defensive zone on the left side of the ice. If you're looking at your radio or computer screen, and Cam York now at the blue line near side of the ice with the pass to Van Wy that gets tipped in the air. It's picked up by Holtz for Penn State on the far side boards and passes it to his teammate Susi, and Susi with a nice pass to Biro. Biro with the power move attempted, but he's smothered by Luke Martin. Pass back up to Naples. Shot on the near side from the blue line that gets tipped and goes out into the netting.
Yeah, just from that last 30 seconds of play, really, you saw the Wolverines come out, dump the puck into the zone, and then the Penn State Lions just came right back.
It's a fast-paced game for sure, and you see that display from Jacob Hayhurst, just the speed that really is on this Wolverines team. They're a smaller team and playing a really big team here in Penn State, here against Penn State, but they're showing off some of their speed that they're highly touted for. Will Lockwood, the captain, now skates through the neutral zone on the far side of the ice, and Folks now with an attempted pass to Limoges that might be icing, but it's waved off and picked up by a nice shot in the slot by Limoges, and he holds the puck at the Wolverines' defensive blue line, and puck is picked up by Luce, who dumps it and turns it over, but it's picked up by Phillips, grabbed out of the air, and Strauss-Mann stops the puck behind his net, pass it to Blankenberg. Blankenberg skates through the ice looking for a pass. Pass Lockwood near side of the ice on the left side with the dump and pass, and shot by Slaker. It just goes past Jones's glove and hits the boards. Puck is carried by Summers on the near side of the blue line. Pearson now. Nick Postjov coming out of the bench, and a little nifty pass to Slaker. Slaker to Postjov. Postjov looks a little power move, tries to stuff it into the net behind Jones, but he's met by Snell, and Snell dumps it in. A nice pass that's picked up by Tavelty, but the refs blow it offsides.
So just for the first couple of minutes of this second period right here, whoever scores the next goal, in my opinion, I think is going to win this game. Either the Wolverines going up 2-0 or Penn State getting themselves back in this game. Penn State really hasn't been down much this season.
No, they haven't. They have a great record, especially in their Big Ten play, in which they're 6-2-0. The face-off now will be in the Penn State's end, the left side, if you're looking at your radio. Nick Postjov wins the face-off. Puck picked up by Morgan. Summers now. Morgan again. Pass to Summers. A shot from the blue line, wrist shot, but puck stays in the Penn State zone. It's passed, and it's Pearson skates to it, and that's an icing against Penn State. There's been a lot of board play in this game, and it's visible in not a very high shooting game. Wolverines have 14 shots. Penn State has 11. 18 minutes remaining in the second period. Face-off, Postjov against Pavlchev. The two Ps, won by Postjov. Nick, I should say, and picked up by his brother Michael. Michael now on the near side boards with a nice backhand pass to Pearson, the defenseman. Pearson passed it to Summers, but it bounces over his stick now. Morgan to Michael Postjov in the near side boards. Makes a nice power move and goes around Sturshon, but he's met by three Penn State defenders. Sturshon on the nice shot against Strauss-Mann as he skated across the Wolverines' blue line and shot just above the top circle. Good wrist shot straight towards the M on Strauss-Mann's jersey, and there's going to be a face-off in the Wolverines' right side, the right side of the screen, the defensive end of the zone. Yeah. That'll be Susi against Van Wy.
So far between the two goalies that we have tonight, Strauss-Mann definitely hasn't been taking too many shots, but he's making the saves when they're necessary.
Shot by Biro against Strauss-Mann, and it's blockered away. Another shot by Biro, and another tips his glove. Slap shot from DeNaples from the near side blue line, and it's smothered by Strauss-Mann. Again, excellent goaltending by Strauss-Mann, and it's going to be a face-off in the near side on the right side in the near circle. Susi again versus Van Wy. Susi, the leading goal scorer for the Penn State hockey team. For those just tuning in, he leads their team with 21 points. But he loses the face-off. It's picked up by York, and a great pass by York. Hits the boards. York to Hayhurst. Hayhurst now looks to pick it up, but it's picked up by Biro. Biro to Susi. Susi skates with it and passes it to Holtz, and Holtz whiffs on the wrist shot, and it's picked up by Hayhurst. Hayhurst now to Van Wy. Van Wy to Moyle. Moyle with speed skates through the neutral zone. York again on the near side, and it's called face-off, but York's going to want that one back.
Yeah, so coming out of the intermission right there, you can definitely see that the coach was on the Penn State team right now. Was just on them right now because they've come out looking to fire right now, looking to set a presence in Yost Ice Arena. There's a little bit of energy in here with the crowd tonight, so they're looking to kind of drain all that energy out of here.
The game is in the Wolverines' favor right now. 17 minutes left. Michigan is up 1-0. Puck is held by Snell on the near side boards, dumps it behind the Wolverines goaltender, Strauss-Mann, and Ciccolini skates after Phillips for it in center ice, and McEachern dumps it in. It's on the near side. Snell goes back into his own end as Ciccolini with some aggressive forechecking. Phillips on the left side of the ice with a cross ice pass to McMain, who dumps it in, and the puck is on the far side now, and it's held at the blue line by Mylari. Mylari now behind the red line. Pass it back to Bell. The shot is blocked by Ciccolini. It was a great diving block, and the puck is now on the left side of the ice. Mylari with a cross ice pass through the neutral zone to Limoges, who looks to make a power move and a shot, but Will Lockwood's there to pick it up, and Jake Slaker is on a little bit of a breakaway now, a 3-on-2, and he snipes it to try and go past Jones, and a great save on Beecher. He's going to want that one back. Jones with an outstanding glove save as the puck careens across the ice. Beecher's really wanting that one back now, but Slaker's going to try and get one. Pearson shoots, and Wolverines are really bumping into Jones. There's some energy on the ice tonight, and these two teams do not like each other. That's for sure. 15 minutes, 32 seconds remaining here at Yost Ice Arena. The shots are 17 Michigan, 15 Penn State. This is the second period. The Wolverines lead 1-0.
The energy is definitely flowing over from the football game earlier this year. You can see it on the ice.
Let's hope the Wolverines actually win this one.
Jones is really looking just to catch his breath right now after that magnificent save.
Absolutely amazing. A glove save off balance.
I don't even think he was expecting
that was absolutely out of nowhere. And now the Wolverines have the puck. Martin dumps it in from the red line from center ice, and it's picked up by Jones. But Michael Pastov is there to intercept it, pass it to his brother Nick, but he whiffs on the wrist shot from the far side of from the circle. Morgan meets DeNaples on the near side and the left side in the Penn State zone, and Cam York's there at the blue line to pick it up. Nick Pastov now has the puck on the near side boards. Morgan looks to wrist shot, but it's blocked by Holtz. Holtz to Pavelchev. Pavelchev to Travolti. Travolti now dumps it out, and there might be a little breakaway for Sternshine. There are two Wolverines there to meet him in their defensive zone. Nice one-on-one defensive play by Cam York, who strips Sternshine of the puck, and the puck's now Luke Martin's, and he dumps it in little saucer pass to Michael Pastov, who's not there to receive it, and that'll be icing against the Wolverines. It'll be a face-off in their defensive end.
Yeah, if the momentum kind of continues the way it's going right now, look for Penn State to call a timeout. It's kind of just regroup before allowing Michigan to go up 2-0.
Yes, we won't go as far to say that they'll score, but we're really hoping they will. There's a face-off.
Right now, the momentum is just in Michigan's favor right now. It's Penn State's dodging a lot of bullets.
Yes, they are. Face-off won by Penn State, but the refs whistle it back.
That's the one thing with this Michigan team this year is there's so much potential with these boys. There's a lot of talent, and they just can't capitalize. They're still learning.
Yes, it is a predominantly young team, but I think those two high draft picks in Cam York and Johnny Beecher, the first rounders, are really showing what they were touted for in the National Development Team program.
Yeah, and the recruiting classes coming in the next couple of years are going to be one of the best in the nation.
Yes, those of you familiar with the two Hughes brothers already playing in the NHL, well, be excited because there's a third, and he might be playing here at the University of Michigan. A great shot now from the blue line of Phillips, but a slap shot that's blocked. Now Cam York behind his own net with Biro. And York's there to strip Biro of the puck. Now Nick Pastov pass it up at the puck careens into his brother. And Susie picks up the puck in the neutral zone. And now Snell on the near side of the ice looking to make a pass. It's a wrist shot from the near side, but it's blockered aside by Strauss-Mann. Now a little dirty of a hit, one might say, but the Wolverines are really looking to generate some more offense. And now the puck was loose, falls over a little bit, but he gets the puck back. Forgot how to skate for a second. Loose with the poorly placed pass. And now Blankenberg passes the puck to Van Wy. Van Wy dumps the puck in on the far side, and it's held by Jones. Jones now passes it to one of his defensemen. And now a cross-ice pass to McEachern. McEachern with the power move. Almost a goal. The net was wide open. Malari at the blue line now looking to take a slap shot, but he defers, and Blankenberg's there to pick up the puck and pass it to Raby. Raby now avoiding a hit. Pass it to Ciccolini, and Malari takes it from Ciccolini. Now Malari now on the far side of the ice skates past his own blue line, and that might end up being an icing. The refs decided to not, and the Wolverines now carry the puck on the near side. Lambert skates through the middle of the ice, and there's going to be a face-off here.
Yeah, it looks like just an offside here. Referees have had a pretty good game so far tonight, letting the boys play.
Yes, they sure have. These Wolverines are really on the prowl tonight. Shots are 17 for Michigan, 15 for Penn State, and they're playing quite well tonight, both teams.
Yeah, I know Michigan's only got one win in the Big Ten, so this would be kind of a huge kind of shift to get back, not get back into the Big Ten race, but just get momentum with the team, letting them know like, hey, we can compete with the best when we want to, and that's where we want to be. And then again, it's only December right now.
I think so too. It's still pretty early in this season as we come close to the midway point. And the midway point of the game as well. There's 12 minutes and 45 seconds left here in this hockey game as we take a TV timeout at the Yost Ice Arena here in chilly Ann Arbor. It's quite cold in the ice arena too as well. If you could see us, I was wearing my coat during the first period, and I'll probably put it back on during the intermission. It is quite cold here.
I was talking to one of the ladies over there that's working at the food table. She's debating whether she should put her coat on or not because it is pretty cold.
It's quite chilly, and it certainly is as well outside. Face-off won by Penn State, and puck goes just barely over Summers, who stumbles a bit. Lockwood now. Summers holding the Penn State players at the boards. Now Lambert on the far side boards. He's met there by Barrett, and a great pass that's intercepted and picked up by Slaker and Lockwood and Lambert, who are on a 3-on-3 here in the Penn State defensive zone. Lockwood now to Slaker. Slaker, the nice little stick handle to Lambert. Lambert to Slaker, but he doesn't see him. And now Holtz for Penn State. Stick handle the puck, and there might be a penalty here on the play. So one of the Penn State players covers his face, and he seems a little frustrated right now. We'll see what the call on the ice is. Number 17 for Penn State will be going to the box for boarding. Evan Barrett. This is not his first time in this game in the penalty box, and he was the one, if you remember, in the first period, bullying our player Nick Blankenberg. The smaller of the two, and
he's really on a mission tonight.
Yes, face-off won by the Wolverines, and shot by Michael Postjob, who looks to make a nice little tip play and whiffs on the pass from his brother Nick. Puck goes back into Wolverines' end.
Yes.
Settled by Strauss-Mann.
This power play is going to be crucial for both sides, whether Penn State can kill it off or Michigan gets back on the board.
Picked up by Summers now. Summers to Beecher. Beecher on the near side boards with Phillips there to meet him. Michael Postjob on the far side boards. Michael now in the far circle to his brother Nick behind the net. Michael skates to the far circle looking to generate a shot, and he takes one, goes just wide of the net. And now Lambert dumps the puck back in with his backhand, and Beecher to Postjob, but they're stripped of the puck, and it's iced by the Penn State defense. Both teams make a change. Strauss-Mann settles it again behind his net. Now Summers looking to make a breakout pass. Little head fake. It's picked up by Cam York, the freshman, drafted by Philadelphia first round this year. Makes a pass to Hayhurst. Hayhurst to the captain, Will Lockwood, who dumps the puck in behind the net. And Malari ices it again. 43 seconds left remaining in this power play. 10 minutes and 38 seconds left in the first period. On the far side now, Cam York skates through the zone, completely stripped of the puck by the opposing number 4, Malari. And now Strauss-Mann has to get it and resettle it. Slaker now. Slaker to Hayhurst. Hayhurst to Cam York. York skates through the neutral zone. Dump pass back to Hayhurst. Hayhurst with a head fake. Slaker now, who tips it in, and Hayhurst tries to go and reclaim the puck, and they can generate some offense. Cam York whiffs at the blue line, so this is going to be an ineffective power play for the Wolverines. Strauss-Mann resettles it as Barrett leaves the box, and Penn State returns to full strength. Now held by Gobitz in his defensive end. Gobitz to Holtz, and Holtz on the far side boards to Limoges. And there might be a foot race between Limoges or Goetz and Raby. Gobitz now. Van Wy in the near circle. Turned over to Limoges, and now Folks in a little foot race with Luce, who's been off his game tonight, looking to fix it in the second period. Van Wy now on the near side boards. It's hit in the face, and Van Wy stumbles to the ground. Looks to be a pretty serious injury on the ice as Van Wy is curled over. as the trainer goes and checks in on him. We'll try and draw some attention away from that and return in a brief second. So, Amir, what do we think about the rest of the Big Ten so far right now?
Yeah, so I was kind of just looking at the standings and just seeing that Penn State's obviously at the top, and then Notre Dame and Ohio State are tied for second. And looking at Michigan's schedule, they still have to face Ohio State here at Yost, and then I believe they go down to Notre Dame a couple times. So,
yes, in January, the Wolverines will be playing in South Bend, Indiana against a pretty strong Notre Dame team this season. Just a reminder of everyone listening, the shots are 18. Michigan has 18. Penn State is 15. There's 9 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in this period. And as well, for those concerned, Van Wy has made his way across the ice as well. And he skates back to his bench. Clearly in some pain, may have been a wrist injury or something like that. And he's
straight back to the locker room.
Headed back to the locker room to see the trainer. We'll let you know once he returns, or hopefully if he returns and after he receives some proper medical equipment assessment.
Yeah, I can't really tell if he's holding his wrist or if the trainer's looking at his shoulder right now.
Yes, we'll hope for Van Wy to come back later in this game, and hopefully he's doing well.
Yeah,
so there will be a face-off now, and the Wolverines' defensive end, Susi, against Beecher. Blankenberg's out there too for the Wolverines, the short-statured but excellent and very talented defenseman. Plays a lot bigger than he is and has great talent. Raby now to Beecher. And a great shot by Beecher. The Wolverines' leading scorer goes 5-hole on the backhand on a breakaway pass with Ciccolini. And that is called playing for your teammates. Immediately after Van Wy goes to the locker room, Beecher steps up, fills his second line center role, and puts the puck into the back of the net. The Wolverines lead 2-0. Great play by Johnny Beecher and Ciccolini, Eric Ciccolini, two of the Wolverines, big two parts of the Wolverines' future.
Yeah, Peyton Jones is definitely going to want that goal back as his team, after they let the goal up, go over there, just kind of give him a nice tap on the pads, let him know, hey, we got you.
Yes, that was a great play and a great shot by Johnny Beecher, who goes.
Both Michigan goals coming off of the 2v1 tonight.
Yes. Goes backhand.
Right through the 5-hole.
Right through the 5-hole. Jones is going to want that one back. You know goalies don't like that. Now Lambert skates through the neutral zone. Slaker pass to Will Lockwood on a toe drag. A nifty shot by Lockwood in the slot. Another shot in the slot by Summers. A slap shot on a pass from Will Lockwood. And the Penn State Lions return the other way. Dumped in by Holt. The puck goes behind the net. Will Lockwood. A pass. Lambert to Summers. Lockwood again has it. Lockwood passes it to Slaker. And the Wolverines make a change. Now the puck is carried up by Malari, the defenseman for Penn State, and Michael Pasco passes it to, or Nick Pasco passes it to his brother Michael. Now Grafton passes it, or turns it over, and Morgan now has it behind the Penn State net. McEachern dumps the puck in and lifts it, and it's recollected by Pearson, his end. Pearson to Summers. Summers to Michael Pasajov. Pass it to his older brother Nick. Takes a slap shot from the slot, and it is tipped away and hits the net.
If you're Mel Pearson, you can't really ask for a better play by your team tonight so far. Like you score. First of all, you've killed all the power plays, and then you score on one of the power play kills, and then you score on a 2v1, and you're up 2-0 against the number 6 team in the nation with 7:37 left in the second period. You can't really ask for much better.
No, we can't. There's a face-off now. Beecher loses it to Pavlchev, the giant Russian, and he goes for a hit anyway. Beecher's one of those grittier players, and he now holds the puck on the near side boards, and it's picked up by Dakota Raby. Raby now to Ciccolini. There's a scrum on the far side boards. Raby in the circle passes it to Ciccolini. Ciccolini on the near side to the blue line. a shot by Martin from the blue line, a scorching wrist shot. Now on the near side boards, Ciccolini again, pass it across the ice to Martin, who goes for another wrist shot that's low. And the puck stays in the Penn State defensive end, and both teams try and look for a change. Puck is picked up by Cam York, who passes it to Moyle, who's too far in front of him though. And now it's held by Susi. Susi with a shot on Cam York, on Strauss-Mann from the blue line. He covers it.
That last shot right there just says like Penn State's looking to switch their lines. Got a lot of tired legs out there right now.
Yes, they are looking pretty tired tonight, and they're gonna probably want that second goal back.
Right now they're just trying to get to the intermission, only being down 2 goals. Michigan's hitting on all cylinders right now.
They certainly are. Face-off won by Van Wy, who's come back to join his team after that goal maybe and made him feel a little bit better. Yeah. Nolan Moyle on the near side, and puck is behind Penn State's net, and it's recollected by Susi. Susi, a cross-ice pass to the near side by Holtz. Holtz now, a shot by Smirnov, the other Russian on the Penn State team, and pass it to Susi, who takes a shot that's blocked and from the near circle. Puck goes and hits the net.
I think this is the
Michigan
team that everybody expected in the preseason, kind of that team that can compete with everybody, like even the big dogs. Like earlier in the season, playing against Western, winning here at Yost, and then losing in Kalamazoo. But this might be a turning point for the Wolverines, kind of similar to like in football, the second half for the football team.
I think so too. 6 minutes, 21 seconds left in the second period of this hockey game here in Ann Arbor, Michigan.
That really would be something if the hockey team can turn it around against Penn State.
The face-off is won by Penn State. Barrett now to Willari. Willari, the strong one-timer, breaks his stick on the blue line. He looks to go and get one. Jake Slaker now. Willari already got it back. Slaker to Lockwood. Lockwood on the near side looks to make a shot. He waits. Too
long.
Jones was caught up by some of his own defensive players, and now Penn State's looking to score a goal, but Lockwood and Blankenberg, another 2-on-1 in this game. Lockwood to Slaker, who comes out of nowhere and almost scores, and Blankenberg has the puck now. Blankenberg, Slaker, Lockwood in the offensive zone. Folks looks to try and get the puck from Summers, but it's turned over and picked up by Limoges, Barrett, who is holding Nick Posjov's stick.
Do we have a delayed penalty or offsides?
That'll be an offsides.
Offsides.
Yeah, 5 minutes and 25 seconds in the second period of this hockey game. There's a face-off on the dot in the far side and the right side of the neutral zone, closer to the Michigan defensive end. Johnny Beecher's there to take the face-off against McEachran. Connor, a freshman from Brooklyn, Ontario. It's won by McEachran. Pass it to Snell on the near side, who dumps the puck and goes past the stanchion. And now the puck is held at the blue line by Phillips, who passes it down to the near side to Snell. Phillips with a shot that gets blocked, and Snell has to go and settle the puck now as the Penn State Nittany Lions look to prevent being offsides. Now Pearson for Michigan passes the puck back to Summers. A little too fast zone. McEachran stays and tries to take the puck from Summers. Puck again goes out of bounds. Snell now on the near side, looking to pass it. Snell holds it through the neutral zone, dumps the puck in. Summers picks it up for Michigan. Raby now on the near side, pass it across the ice to Ciccolini. Ciccolini to Beecher now. Beecher, the nice power move coming in across the right circle, but misses it. Pavelchev now goes past Cam York and Michael Pasajov. But there's a little confusion. Pavelchev holds the puck and held it behind the net, but no one was there to receive a pass from him. And so now this game of dumping and chasing continues. On the near side boards, Michael Pasajov holds the puck, and it's picked up by Morgan for the Wolverines. Morgan looks to pass it, and no one's there for him as he even comes into the close circle. Cam York is counterattacked by 2 Penn State players as Susi does a cross-ice pass that is missed. Now Sturshine has the puck, turns it over. It's picked up by Nick Pashov, who hits DeNaples and then walks right over him, skates right over him to go get the puck. Nick Pashov playing both the body and the offense tonight as he tries to strip the puck from Holtz, a large defenseman on the Penn State team. DeNaples on the near side boards to Susi. Susi turns the puck over to Luce, and there's a whistle blown on that play.
Yep, delayed penalty.
So that aggressive, as we wait for the ref's call, that's 2 minutes for cross-checking on Nick Pashov. Look for a replay of that alleged penalty, but there's 3 minutes and 24 seconds remaining in this period. Shots are 23-17, Michigan in favor. And Wolverines are leading 2-0 here in Ann Arbor on a chilly night, equally as cold in Yost Ice Arena. There's a big showing, even with the basketball game in town as well. And big shout out to the Michigan men's basketball team who beat Iowa this evening, and hoping for that same success here for this hockey team.
Yeah, Wolverines climbing all the way up to number 4 in this week's AP Top 25 poll. A lot of people were pulling for number 1, but I think they're good at 4.
I think so too.
Still a lot of basketball to play.
Oh, there sure is. It's a long season.
But it's always great to start off 1-0 in Big Ten play. Iowa's not a bad team.
They sure aren't, and they're always pretty competitive.
We'll have a good game here next weekend when Michigan takes on the Oregon Ducks.
Oh, yeah, so I'll be there. I'm looking forward to it. There's a face-off now as the Wolverines are on the penalty kill. Van Wy wins the face-off, and the puck is held now by Phillips. It gets turned over at the blue line, and a great blocker save by Strauss-Mann. Van Wy dumps the puck and ices it and kills off a couple seconds of this power play for the Nittany Lions. Nolan Moyle keeping all of Penn State's players in their defensive end. Phillips skating through the neutral zone, passes it back down to Barrett, the aggressor, and 2 penalties so far tonight, not helping out his team. Luce now putting some pressure on Phillips, who stick handles the puck on the far side near his blue line. And now Barrett almost removed from his zone. And a great play by Blankenberg to dump the puck and ice it as both teams make a change.
Great killing right now by the Wolverines.
Yes, great kill. 1 minute left in this penalty. Holtz now holds the puck. Pass it back down to Luce. There's Susi. Susi to Sternshine. And the puck is tipped away. And now Beecher has an opportunity. And there's a penalty on that play. He was hooked. He had a breakaway. Wow, if I was Penn State's coach, I would really be looking forward for this period to ending. There's 2 minutes and 5 seconds left in this period, 41 seconds left in the power play for Penn State. And now it's 4-on-4 hockey, holding by Sternshine, number 27, or hooking, excuse me.
It's a pretty smart penalty, though. I mean, it looked like he was going to score right there, and if you give up 2 shorthanded goals, like, I would be livid.
Penn State definitely is going to need this intermission between these periods. There's a face-off now. Hayhurst.
Going to have 4-on-4 for about 41 seconds.
Yes. The face-off is won by the Wolverines. Martin now dumps the puck in. It's collected by Hayhurst. There's a foot race between Morgan and Phillips, and Morgan seems to win the puck. But Susi's there to strip him of it. York now to Hayhurst. Hayhurst is the only player. It's a little breakaway, and he passes, shoots the puck, goes just wide of Jones. Luke Martin to Morgan. Nice little move, and Hayhurst there in the slot to meet him. And puck bounces over Cam York's stick, and it's recollected by Luke Martin. Hayhurst now turns the puck over in an ugly turnover against Bird. And a diving attempt at scoring a goal, and there might be a.
We're going to have another penalty here?
We're waiting to see. This has been a chippy and interesting game. Michigan has now returned to full strength, and there's 1 minute. Well, I take that back.
It only lasted for about a second.
The freshman, Cam York, receives a 2-minute minor for tripping with an ugly turnover at his blue line and leaving Biro an opportunity to score.
Yeah, unconventional turnover the way they've played tonight.
Yes, so we're back to 4-on-4. Immediately after that, Michigan have an opportunity to start their power play. There's 1 minute and 21 seconds remaining in the second period here in Ann Arbor. Shots are 24-19. Michigan leads in shots and goals, and they're up 2-0. Face-off is won by Penn State, and Holtz looks to make a shot on the on the left circle, pushed aside by Strauss-Mann. Van Wy now on the far side, skates through the neutral zone. Little head fake, picked up by Will Lockwood, the senior, the captain. Looks to score a goal, but stuffed by Jones. Will Lockwood's had many goal-scoring opportunities tonight, and he's really going to want one. I think he's looking for one. He leads the team in shots per 60 with over 3, and that sure is a lot. Will Lockwood wants a goal. He's probably going to get one tonight if the Wolverines keep playing the way they do. Holt now at the Wolverines' blue line shoots a wrister at Strauss-Mann, but Summers is there and blocks it, and it hits the netting and careens down. There will be a face-off on the right side of, you're looking at your radio, your computer screen, in the Wolverines' defensive end on the near circle. 35.8 seconds left. Penn State has come back now. They have 20 shots, and Wolverines have 24. There's a minute and 14 seconds remaining in Michigan's penalty and 30 seconds remaining in Penn State's penalty. Morgan now 3-0 against Penn State. Nice pass. Luke Martin with the shot. Summers now. Martin with the shot from the blue line. Summers back at his blue line too. Morgan now skates around Phillips against Penn State and looks to make a pass to Beecher, but it's blocked away by Penn State's defense. And Penn State now is returned to full strength as this period comes to an end. And that's all, folks. The second period is ended. Michigan leads this hockey game 2-0. They also lead in the shots department with 25. Penn State has 20. When we return in the third period, Penn State will have a power play for 39 more seconds. And we will be right back. Again, I'm David Kramer. I'm here with Amir, and we will see you in a little bit. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to WCBN Sports Radio, here live streaming on YouTube. I'm David Kramer. I will be doing play-by-play this evening, and I'm joined by Amir, and he'll be doing color for you. Welcome back. This is the third period of this hockey game. For those just tuning in, Michigan is beating Penn State University 2-0, and you'll be joining us with the Wolverines on the penalty kill for the next 39 seconds.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if the Wolverines can bring it home tonight. They've had a good game so far, leading 2-0 against Penn State, but they got to kill the penalty right now.
Yes, the faceoff is won by Penn State, and now Holtz carries the puck on the near side of the boards, and he drop passes back to Biro. Biro skates through the Wolverines' defense on the near side, and a pass that goes straight through the blue paint, and no one's there to receive it. Sturkheiner now has the puck and passes it back to Van Wy, who tips out of thin air and dumps the puck over on a great penalty kill by Van Wy. 14 seconds left in the penalty. Now Smirnov, the Russian, skates through, and a great pass to Susi. Susi, puck is turned over now. Could have been a potential breakaway, but it's not. Holtz stumbles in center ice. Wolverines are back to full strength now, and Penn State's not really making any great passes. Their goaltender's a little frustrated. Jones shakes his arm. He's the only reason they're not losing 5 or 6-0. Barrett now carries the puck in front of his goalie. Pass it, center ice pass to Limoges, one of Penn State's best players. Mylari, one of Penn State's defensemen, has a wrist shot from the near side on the blue line, and it's gloved by Strauss-Mann, but he drops it to the ground. Barrett, one of the Penn State players, is behind the net and passes it to his defensive partner, one of his teammates, but he's not there to get it. Pearson tries to do a long pass, but it's tipped by Folks, and Folks, number 26, not just the name Folks, passes it back out. Slaker tries to burn Limoges with speed, and he gets tripped up on the play, and that might be a penalty shot. Well, I'm not sure of the official rules in college hockey. I do know if this was in the NHL that would be a penalty shot. We're going to get ready to see what happens. It is not a penalty shot. That'll be a power play. We like those too. So the Wolverines are back on the power play. An ugly, ugly tripping minor by Limoges, who looks to...
Yeah, looking at the replay right there, there's really nothing else he could do. He lost his footing and kind of just took a little.
Yeah, he got burned by. Well, he kind of got burned by Slaker. I wouldn't know if that was a play for the team, but that was his defensive fault. And speaking of defensive faults, Lambert gets stripped of the puck by Pavelchev, who backhands it to Strauss-Mann and blockers it aside. Beecher now skates up through the center ice, passes it to Nick Pastra. Beecher keeps the puck alive, the play alive, and again, Lambert burned by Pavelchev, who's doing some great penalty killing. And that was an offsides. There'll be a face-off done in the left circle on the far right, on the far side. The Wolverines their defensive end is, if you're looking at your computer, your radio, are on the left side of the ice, your left. And Penn State is on the right side of the ice, your right. Now, in the red dot, on the left side of the ice, on the far side of the ice, the Wolverines win the draw. Blankenberg turns around and passes it back to Cam York. Wolverines are on the power play. There's a minute and 30 seconds left. Hayhurst to Slaker on the far side of the ice. And now they're behind the red line near Jones's net. Cam York, puck handles, stick handles at the blue line on the far side. Blankenberg now looks to make a shot, but he defers to Slaker, passes it back, and Cam York on the doorstep is robbed by Jones, but scores anyway. Cam York, Michigan, the third goal of the night, 27 shots. An excellent opportunity for Cam York, and he's almost robbed by Jones. Jones is going to want that one back. Cam York is electric on the ice. And this combination of Beecher and York is going excellently for the Wolverines. What do you think? Everyone is pumped right here. We're excited here in the booth. What a great shot. He's robbed in the slot by Jones, who stuffs him, but it bounces off of his glove. And if you see,
there's
he
not a
had
better
no
spot you can
chance.
really put
He
it.
was like
Upper
just
90
between.
for soccer
In
terms.
fact, Jones is subbed away for his goaltending partner, and that'll be Oscar Autio.
Yeah, right now.
Audio, excuse
looks like
me,
Penn
from
State's
Finland,
raising-
Espoo, Finland. Audio.
Penn State's just raising the white flag right now, it seems like. It's early, but
We are playing the tiny violin up here in the booth for Penn State's team. Not looking so hot. And there's a scrum now. There's a shot actually by number 29 for Penn State. Connor McEachern, not to be confused with the St. Louis Blues player of the same last name, Mackenzie McEachern, of which they have no relation.
so like we were talking about before the game, this is completely unexpected for the Wolverines.
Oh, totally.
None of us were expecting the Wolverines to hold Penn State to 0, and especially to be up 3-0.
Yes, this is great. This is a great look for a Wolverines team that, coming in at only one Big Ten match. So we won't get it too ahead of ourselves as there's 17 minutes left in this third period, but Wolverines are looking excellent. Cam York now to Raby. Raby skates up the right side of the ice, and Grattan and Bell of Penn State bump into each other, and another just example of the pretty poor defense we've seen from Penn State. Totally left Jones out to dry.
Yeah, from the beginning of the game, Penn State really just wasn't in it at all. Michigan came out firing, and they got the early goals, and right now they're just taking the win home. 3-0.
They certainly are. Wolverines are looking to get some more goals, especially on a new goalie as well. He hasn't faced a shot yet. Now Beto passes it across the ice to Susi, but he's stripped by loose Beto. Almost a good goal-scoring opportunity in the slot, but Strauss-Mann looking great as always. Van Wynow and Moyle in the zone, a 2-on-1. Looks to score another goal, but Moyle tumbles down. Blankenberg against Susi. Susi across ice pass to Beto. These are Penn State's best offensive players. A shot taken by Alex Limoges goes just wide of the net. And now Phillips on the left side in the circle passes it to Limoges. And a absolutely electric save by Strauss-Mann, who goes from post to post. An absolutely acrobatic save. The puck is still alive. Phillips with a clap bomb from the near side of the ice in the blue line. The Wolverines have come at it with no goal against. Surprisingly, Hayhurst now skates through center ice, crosses the Penn State blue line, and takes a shot at Audio, but it's blocker to side. Now Pearson back in his own end to Summers, stuffed by Limoges. Now Folks to Limoges again. No opportunity there. He's blocked. Bell now skates in the near side of the ice behind Wolverines' net. Some strong defensive play by Morgan, and now it's a one-on-one. Michael Postrov has the puck to Lockwood. A one-timer from the far circle is blocker to side by Audio, his second shot of the night. Will Lockwood keeps the puck in the offensive zone, but he's stripped of the puck by Bell. Bell now skies the puck, and it's picked up by Lambert. Lambert, it's a 3-on-2. Lambert a pass to Lockwood in the slot now. Martin picks it up at the blue line on the near side. Martin now passes to Lockwood. Lockwood tries a toe drag, gets a little fancy with it, but the puck is sent out by the Penn State defense, but Martin's there to collect it. York now to Lambert. Almost had a breakaway, but he stumbles and hits the ice. And Penn State comes the other way with it. Sternshiner. Great glove save by Strauss-Mann. His 25th save of the night. For those of you just tuning in, we're here, WCBN Radio, on live streaming on YouTube. There's 14 minutes and 16 seconds left in the third period of this hockey game here in Ann Arbor. The Wolverines lead against Penn State 3-0. Shots are 31 for Michigan, 25 for Penn State.
Yeah, just like we were talking about a few minutes ago, unexpected game for the Wolverines tonight. Scoring 3 goals against number 6 Penn State in the country, number 1 in the Big Ten. So obviously the Wolverines have it in the bag. They're going to, if everything continues right now, they're going to win tonight. It's tomorrow that becomes a little more vital to see, can you beat somebody twice? Right now, Michigan has had everything going for them. Penn State really wasn't ready to play. Expect Penn State's A++ game tomorrow because they were completely off tonight.
I certainly would agree with you, Amir. And just to keep in mind, we here at WCBN love our Michigan sports teams. We sometimes get a little bit carried away. A reminder of you, Michigan, the Wolverines in the standings right now are as follows: 5 wins, 9 losses, and 2 ties. Whereas Penn State, they played some pretty great hockey right now. They're 11-4, 11 wins and 4 losses. This win tonight would mean Michigan is only 6-9-2.
Michigan can play with the big boys. They played Western earlier this year, who was ranked, I believe, 17 at the time, and beat them 4-0 at home, and then lost in Kalamazoo. So we'll see what they do with Penn State tomorrow night.
I'm excited for that game, especially after the way this game has turned out to be. The faceoff was won by the Wolverines, but it gets turned over at their blue line. But Blankenberg comes back behind his net and comes to recollect it. A nifty kick by Holtz to keep the puck alive in his zone, but it doesn't matter as he's stripped of the puck anyway.
And if Peyton Jones doesn't have some magnificent saves tonight, Wolverines are up 6-0 easily.
Oh, I completely agree with you. Peyton Jones really kept his team alive, and he definitely was. He's disappointed with the way that defense played in front of him because they sure were porous.
Yeah, the offense didn't do him any help either.
Yeah, yes, I would agree. 25 shots. There haven't been many quality opportunities.
Yeah, Strauss-Mans have a good game tonight too.
Yes. We'll get back to the game now. Grattan keeps the puck alive in the offensive zone, but Raby with the great pass to Beecher, but it's turned over. Raby now tries to strip Grattan of the puck, and he does. And it's pushed away by Beecher. Beecher, some strong defense on Phillips. Beecher prowls as Snell passes the puck to McEachern, and the puck careens into the Wolverines' defensive end, and it hits the stanchion and goes completely around, and the Penn State Nittany Lions try again. Summers now holds the puck and passes it to Dakota Raby, and he skates on the far side of the ice. The nice pass in the air, and the Wolverines make a switch. Susi on the near side of the ice. Penn State skates in quickly with force, takes a shot. Blocker decided by Strauss-Mann. Another great shot. And that's another great save. And a shot taken from the blue line by Penn State's defenseman, number 6, James Gobitz. But the Wolverines come the other way. James Van Wy with a shot, and it's blocker's side by Audio, the goaltender. And York picks up the puck on a turnover, shooting for his second goal of the night, but he misses. And it's gloved away by the Penn State goaltender, Audio. Now Martin skates in front of his goaltender and passes a puck to Hayhurst, and might be an icing. Wasn't there to pick it up. So what do you think so far this third period?
Unexpected. I thought Penn State coming out of the intermission they were going to do a little bit better, but this has been flat-footed right now.
Yes, for Penn State. 11 minutes, 53 seconds left. Wolverines win the faceoff. They have 33 shots, and Penn State has 26. An attempted tip pass by Folks, and it goes straight through the blue paint once again. And that's offsides as Will Lockwood, now the captain of the Wolverines, looks to make a pass, but he encounters 3 Nittany Lions who come the other way. Folks now with a pretty nifty play as he tumbles to the ground, and now Will Lockwood, the captain, looks to generate some offense as he falls over. DeNaples, the defenseman for Penn State, is behind his own net now, looking for a breakout pass. He turns around, encounters Lambert, who almost strips him of the puck, and Blankenberg, the short-statured but excellent and big-hearted player, makes a great defensive move and keeps the puck in the Penn State defensive zone. Morgan now, the nice little between the legs nutmeg of one of the Penn State defenseman. And the puck careens back into the Penn State defensive end. Holtz there encounters Morgan. Morgan bullies him away and takes the puck. And now the Wolverines are some strong board play. Michael Pazov breaks his stick on a shot, and he skates back to the bench to get one.
Yeah, unfortunate break.
Pavlchev, yes, he had almost a great shot. He almost had a great opportunity in the slot. He was all alone, but it's all good. 10 minutes and 19 seconds left in the third period. Wolverines have iced the puck. Shots are 33-26. Michigan leading in both the goals department with 3 and the shots department with 33 compared to Penn State's 0 goals and 26 shots against. Strauss-Mann has played exceptionally this evening. And unfortunately for Peyton Jones, the goaltender of Penn State, he was pulled after letting in 3 goals on 22 shots and has been replaced by Oscar Audio of Espoo, Finland, a player of my hometown USHL team, the Chicago Steel. The Wolverines win the face-off in their defensive end, and Luce launches the puck out.
Everybody's okay on that one.
Yeah. Luckily, they might get to keep the puck.
Nice little souvenir.
Yeah, nice souvenir. Luckily, no one got hit in the noggin with that.
Not like in football where you get to take home the football.
Yes. So the Penn State Lions win the draw. A wrist shot from the blue line by Mason Snell from Cortese, Ontario. Defenseman for the Penn State Nittany Lions. The shot is picked up and smothered by Strauss-Mann, his 27th save of the night. 10 minutes left in the third period. There's a face-off here in the far side, the left side of your radio or television or YouTube or whatever you're streaming this game with, and it's won by the Wolverines. And a shot is tipped by Nolan Moyle. Almost goes in. A nice wrist shot from the blue line by Summers, a defenseman.
When everything's clicking, it's clicking.
Everything is clicking for sure. It's a great offense under their coach, Pearson. Van Wynow on the near side. Great outlet pass to Hayhurst. Hayhurst tries to dangle through 3 Penn State players and tumbles down, but gives his line mate, Van Wy, a great goal-scoring opportunity, and puck just goes wide of the net.
Kind of seems like this third period is just flying by.
It has been. Not a lot of stoppages of play. A shot by McEachern that goes just wide of the net won't be registered as a shot against or saved by Strauss-Mann.
Penn State's just ready to see double zeros on the clock and start over tomorrow.
Yes. Malari now carries the puck at the blue line, but he's stripped of it by Beecher, who does a skill move but goes offside, unfortunately.
So the thing that's been killing the Penn State team tonight is just uncharacteristic turnovers that you can't have in the neutral zone that have led to the 2v1s where they scored twice tonight. And then just...
I think they've had a difficult time containing, Johnny Beecher.
Yeah. He's had a good game tonight.
He's had a great season, too. He's a favorite of ours here at WCBN, even though he's a Bruins prospect. Jokes aside, this has been a great game for the Wolverines. 8 minutes and 51 seconds left here in Ann Arbor. The shots are 33-27. The Wolverines leading there. 3 goals as well.
But it's almost if you don't have those turnovers and the Wolverines capitalize when they are on the attack, like, could this have been in Penn State's favor tonight is the question.
I wonder the same thing. I think, I know Charlie had mentioned in the first period of the Wolverines had really been taking many shots this season. I think they were leading they're 4th in the NCAA in the shots department per 60, and with a number of above 30, I believe it was 31 or 32. And for a team that had come into this game with only 5 wins, but with so many shots, I think they're just finally getting the bounces now. And they're looking like a team that is taking that many shots. They already have 33 shots, and there's almost 10 minutes left. There's 8 minutes, 51 seconds. So, get those lucky bounces. Put pucks on net. That's what they've been doing, and look how it's gone so far.
Yeah, and with a young team, it's just the growing pains. Like, earlier in the season. Like you're creating the shots, but you're not finishing them. And then that's how you separate yourself from great teams. Is not can you only create great shots, but can you finish them on top of that?
Yes, you are completely correct. Face-off is won by the Wolverines as Lambert takes a spill behind the Penn State net, and a nice outlet pass that is contained by Luce. Luce to Lockwood. Lockwood turns it over to Limoges. Limoges now to Barrett. Barrett back to Limoges. Takes a shot that goes up very high and almost goes out of play. It doesn't, though. Blankenberg now to Folks. Folks strips a puck from Blankenberg. And a wrist shot from the point by DeNaples. Now Holtz at the blue line on the near side of the ice to his partner Folks. Folks with the wrist shot that goes and hits the netting and tumbles down. There'll be a face-off on the near side, the left side of your radio or your screen, taken in the Wolverines' defensive end. 8 minutes left in this period, the third period of this hockey game here in Ann Arbor.
If you're Penn State right now, obviously the game's out of hand. The only thing you can ask for is to get on the board, because if you give the Wolverines a shutout tonight, it's just going to give them even more momentum tomorrow to sweep this weekend.
Certainly. The momentum tends to stay just beyond these 3 periods of the game, especially in these weekend series.
Yeah, but Penn State is ranked 6th for a reason, so
they certainly are.
Let's see if there's
the
any.
Face-off is won by Penn State, and there's a foot race between Phillips and Morgan. Almost turns it over to Wolverines player Phillips. Now Strauss-Mann has the puck behind his net. Michael Pazov held off by Pavlchev. Michael to his brother Nick. Nick turns the puck over to Phillips. Phillips now dumps the puck back in to the Wolverines' defensive zone. Pearson comes to look for a nice breakout pass. Pass it to Michael Pazov, who turns it over at his blue line, but Pearson's there to help him out. And there's a call on the ice by the referee, waiting to see what that is. It's likely that was an offside. Yep, that's a call. So it'll be a face-off in the Wolverines' defensive end. Johnny Beecher now here taking the face-off against the fourth line of the Penn State Nittany Lions. McEachern. 7 minutes, 29 seconds left. Penn State has 27 shots. Wolverines have 33. Michigan leads 3-0. Far side, defensive end. Face-off won by Beecher. Beecher to York. York to Raby. Raby to Ciccolini. Back to Raby. Puck careens across the blue line. The Penn State blue line, I should say, but it's picked up by McEachern, who goes in with speed against Martin. A smaller player, but certainly speedy. McEachern turns the puck over to Martin. Beecher now, cross-ice pass, far side of the ice. Ciccolini doesn't know where the puck is, but sees it when it's too late. Martin now with force. And now Martin on the near side of the ice passes it to Beecher, who defers instead and makes a line change. 6 minutes, 45 seconds left in the third period. Biro picks it up in central ice and dumps the puck in. Blankenberg's there behind his own net, but turns the puck over to Holtz. Holtz now. Penn State looking to generate some offense, and the puck is behind the Wolverines' net. Susi on the near side boards to Stretchen. Stretchen turns the puck over to Moyle. Moyle picks it up behind his own net, but it's picked up by Susi instead, who passes it to DeNaples. And a great slap shot from the point. And it's blocked aside by Strauss-Mann. The second went right back to him. Strauss-Mann made some great back-to-back saves. Smirnov with a shot that almost gets tipped in by Sturshine. But again, Strauss-Mann tips it aside. A shot by Biro. Man doesn't know where it is. There are physical punches being thrown by Sturshine on Moyle. Wow. The refs slow them down, and
just a lot of anger flowing through the veins right now. I mean, you're down 3-0, you're having a bad night, and people are hitting at you, and it's just anger.
Yeah, the children of Yost aren't making it any easier for those Penn State players either.
Yeah, the children have been locked up studying for exams as we head into exam season over here at Michigan.
But, alas, the student section has come out in force, and they're sure to remind those Penn State players.
Yeah, good showing, especially with the basketball game tonight.
I'd agree so. Net gets dislodged immediately after the face-off. There's 5 minutes, 45 seconds left in the third period of this game. Shots are 33 Michigan to 31 Penn State. The draw is one in the Michigan defensive end, but it's immediately turned over to Penn State. Barrett with a nifty backhand shot, doesn't go in. And the refs again.
What do we got?
Signal a stoppage of play. We'll wait and see. Likely another face-off as these last 5 minutes have really dragged on for this Michigan team that is really just looking to end this game and go home with the win, get some rest for tomorrow's big game. Certainly Penn State will come out in force. We're confident of that.
Yeah, then tomorrow we'll really be able to get a good feel of how good are these Wolverines going to be heading into the second half of the season.
Face-off in the neutral zone is won by Penn State, who rings the puck in the Michigan defensive end. And jumping into the air is Tavelty. Pass it to Slaker, and that puck goes out of net. It might be a delay of game penalty. Let's see.
Lots of stoppages of play here.
It won't be. It was, but the refs haven't signaled anything. There's a face-off on the far side. As, in fact, the Penn State Nittany Lions have pulled their goalie with 5 minutes and 20 seconds left in an attempt to win this game, or at least come back and score some goals.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's an interesting move by the coach. I think looking at it from the coach's aspect, it's just like the game's over. You're obviously not going to win it. You're not going to get back into it, but just trying some new stuff, see when you get into the crucial games like that, how are you going to be able to
I'd agree with you. I think it's a little
early.
I think it's a little too early to pull your goalie, especially with the 3-0 deficit. They do say the 2-0 deficit is the worst. It's the 2-0 lead is the worst lead in hockey because you get pretty comfortable with it. But now we see Slaker on a breakaway, scores on the empty net, and that's the finisher. Jake Slaker, the senior, number 13. Michigan 4-0.
See, that's the thing right there with pulling the goalie.
4 minutes and 52 seconds left.
Because now Michigan had all this momentum even before that goal. Now they just have a lot more.
That's the finisher, folks. It is pretty loud here in
It's
Yost
rocking
Ice
in
Arena.
Yost.
It really is.
Yost is rocking.
The crowd is excited, and
you know that this is Penn State's song though too.
And
we are Penn State. Kind of little.
And the children of Yost chant, "We heart Penn State." They're
we own Penn State.
And a nifty pass by Beecher to Ciccolini on the near side. Ciccolini shoots the puck at Audio.
You really gotta love
Makes the
sports.
save.
You really gotta love sports. Just the competition and then all that.
What a great game from Michigan, who has some swagger. 4 minutes 33 seconds left. I'm very excited to see what the rest to come of this season from this Michigan game. I think the boys' trip to Wisconsin, Madison, Wisconsin, over Thanksgiving weekend, and a really defining win against a really strong Wisconsin team that, for those of you who aren't familiar, had an additional 2 top 10 or 2 first-round NHL draft picks, arguably with more prestige. Alex Turcotte from the Chicagoland area, and then Cole Caulfield, one of the most prolific goal scorers in National Team Development Program history here in Plymouth, Michigan, just outside of Ann Arbor. He may be small, but he is a shot unlike no other, and The Wolverines came to Madison, Wisconsin last weekend and pulled out a really defining win against a strong program, a historically strong program, one pretty similar to here in Ann Arbor, one might add. And I think, and also to add, that's a Big Ten conference game and a win away in Wisconsin.
And we're seeing it tonight here. There's still a continuation now. Who's really the powerhouse conference in college hockey?
I know the Big East is always very strong, and also North Dakota State. Imagine where it gets cold, and they probably have a pretty good hockey team.
Hockey year-round.
Yeah, Minnesota, Duluth. A while ago it was Minnesota. Denver always has a really strong program. Colorado College, fairly strong. Here in Ann Arbor, not as strong as it used to be, but
on the rise though with the recruiting classes. I mean, this Mel Pearson, a new coach, a fairly new coach, but
yes,
bringing in his recruits now in the next couple of years.
The puck is on the far side of the ice.
Michigan athletics is just on the rise with all these big name coaches.
I think so, and I think the best way to attract recruits is success on the ice, on the field, wherever you are playing.
On the ice, on the hardwood, in the books.
So the puck now, 3 minutes and 40 seconds left. Morgan skates up towards the Penn State defensive end on the near side of the boards. Michael Postajov exchanging some formalities with Holtz, the defenseman from Penn State. And now Martin passes it across the ice to Cam York, who skates on the far side of the ice, lifts the puck into the air, dumps it, and the Wolverines are looking to slow down a little bit. Puck is covered by audio. 3 minutes, 10 seconds left. Shots are 35 Michigan, 31 Penn State. Michigan leads 4-0 here in Ann Arbor, the Yost Ice Arena.
So do you know where Mel Pearson used to coach before or anything?
I hate to sound uninformed, but I'm not exactly sure.
I'm not sure either. That's why I was kind of asking. But
Mel Pearson's predecessor, Red Berenson, one of the most storied coaches of Michigan hockey in their history. Additionally, a great NHL player as well.
Big shoes to fill.
And Van Wynow on the near circle with the wrist shot. And now Moyle on the near side boards to Pavelchev, who lifts the puck into the air. It's lifted into the air by Cam York, and Sturshine with the shot from the blue line.
Looks like we're going to have a high sticking.
Smothered again by Straussman, the goaltender.
Or just
2 minutes, 41 seconds left. Both teams are looking to want to get out of here. This game is over. A great showing here in Ann Arbor by a really great hockey team that has impressed everyone, especially us here at WCBN. A shot by Evan Barrett goes just above Straussman's net, and Jake Slaker now picks up the puck, passes it to Will Lockwood on the far side. Will Lockwood looks to get around. He's denied by... Now Limoges scores a goal. A wrist shot that goes just above Straussman. 2 minutes, 11 seconds left. Some pretty tired and sloppy defense played by the Wolverines, and that will count. But
yeah, I think the Wolverines.
I personally think that they should have played a little bit harder and try and get this shutout for Straussman. He's going to want that one back. That was a pretty...
Oh, Mel Pearson will let him hear it in the locker room. Definitely, like as a coach, you want to finish that game. You want to cross the finish line. Clean sheet tonight. Giving up at that late goal it sucks.
Yeah. If anything, that's pretty unfair to Straussman, who stood on his head. 2 minutes left. Goal scored by Alex Limoges, a junior from Winchester, Virginia. 37 now career goals. And the first for Penn State in a losing effort, as there's a minute and 45 seconds left in this hockey game. Penn State pulls their goalie once again.
Now this is when you want to pull your goalie, not with 5.25 left.
In the timing, yes, perhaps. With this deficit, I'd have to disagree.
No. Yeah, not. The game's over.
Yes.
We both agree on that one.
Susi now passes it to Smirnov. And a shot that actually goes off the crossbar.
Penn State doesn't agree with us, though, right there.
Yes, Penn State is finally waking up with a minute and 15 seconds left in this hockey game. Holtz to Susi. A shot by Susi is saved by Strauss-Mann. His 32nd save of the night. Just to add on to his already really impressive save percentage. What a great goaltender the Wolverines have found in Strauss-Mann.
Yeah, they've been lacking goaltender play over the past few years, and Strauss-Mann just stepping up and, having good games against the big teams.
I'd have to agree. Minute and 11 seconds left. The Nittany Lions have 6 skaters on the ice, have pulled their goalie, Audio, who replaced Peyton Jones, the senior, who let in 3 goals on 22 shots. Face-off is won by Penn State. Phillips now on the far side of the ice, passes it to Limoges. Limoges now. Puck goes out of play. There will be a face-off on the bottom circle in the Michigan defensive end. 56.9 seconds left. Shots are 36-33 in Michigan's favor. The Wolverines lead 4-1. Face-off won again by Penn State. Phillips now to Snell with the slap shot from the point on his blue line. Cam York gets the puck back, and puck is dumped by Michael Pasujov for icing. 43.5 seconds left.
Yeah, the Wolverines right now just run the clock to 0-0, go to the locker room, enjoy this tonight.
It is a late night.
Tomorrow.
It's 11 p.m. here Eastern time.
Past everybody's bedtime.
It sure is, especially with finals coming up. We're looking to get some shut-eye, as are this, and certainly this Wolverines team as well. We've gotten a little lazy in these last couple of minutes. I personally think pretty unfair to, let in that goal on, let that pretty much breakaway. Pretty poor, sloppy 1-on-1 play by Luce against Strauss. Not against Strauss-Mann, against Alex Limoges.
Yeah, it's a team effort, right? Team sport. You definitely want to.
You got to be good to your goalies. You totally do.
Those guys take a big beating during the season.
And the face-off is won by the Penn State Nittany Lions. A shot by Chris Mylari, who nods his head as it's saved by Strauss-Mann. He looks defeated. 27.6 seconds left in this hockey game.
Giving his respects to the netminder tonight.
Face-off won by Penn State, but Blankenberg's there to perhaps strip the puck. Loose now. Loose holds the puck on the boards. 15 seconds now. 14 seconds now. 10 seconds left in this third period. The puck is on the near side of the ice, and the puck goes down. 3 seconds, 2, 1, 0. The Michigan Wolverines have defeated the 6th-ranked Penn State Nittany Lions 4-1 here in Ann Arbor, Yost Ice Arena. The final score, 4-1. The shots, Michigan 36, Penn State 35. If it weren't for that last 5-minute snipe over Strauss-Mann's shoulder by Alex Limoges of the Penn State hockey team, it would have been a wonderful shutout for the Wolverines, and not to discount Strauss-Mann's playing. An absolute outstanding effort by this entire hockey team, especially Strauss-Mann. We like to say here in Ann Arbor that Yost Ice Arena is a Strauss house, and I'd certainly say it is.
The way he's playing right now, it's definitely going to be Strauss house for the season.
It is the Strauss
any
house.
Final takeaways for tonight's game and looking for tomorrow?
I'd look forward to a chippy continuation of this rivalry, as there have been some aggressive acts made by both teams, and we appreciate all of our listeners from those familiar with hockey to those who aren't. And from all of us here at WCBN, a sincere and grateful thank you for listening to this hockey broadcast, and we'd love to have you back tomorrow night here at Yost Ice Arena as the Michigan Wolverines look to defeat the Penn State Nittany Lions, who are ranked 6th overall, tomorrow night in Ann Arbor. Thank you so much. I'm here, David Kramer.
For Amir Bektis.
We're with WCBN Sports here on YouTube, and I'd like to say thank you and have a great night.